Hey everybody, it's Mark T here, and
I hated this episode and it's ending so much. You're going solo for much of this. You talk about the actual episode. I'll interject when needed, and then we'll do the usual fucking tangents afterwards.
alright. So, this episode we have the finale to the cricket tournament, and the blue team comes out on top, despite the fact that really they probably shouldn't have won.
Yeah, two fucking missed shots right after each other is like a super obvious fucking cheating, especially since like Green Hill's like, oh, they train really hard, but he's still dog shit. And it's like,
Mm.
you think he'd be a little less dog shit than absolutely failing twice in like the exact same way, and then doing it a third fucking time, and it's clear that it's on purpose with how he fucking gloats evilly on the fucking center stage.
Mm.
And then so their final ploy is purposely cause an injury that would cause stoppage. Hope they don't stop it after the stoppage injury. And then have Ciel from the ground throw a winning shot. The match is stopped, and then goes, umpire, you gotta count that, umpire. Umpire, count it. And the umpire just goes, well, okay, I guess he did a play. I guess he wasn't injured enough, so I'm gonna unpause the match.
Mm.
After the match had basically been paused because everyone reacted like a match pause had happened.
Yeah.
Including Greenhill, doing things where, like, I think if you do something like that, like you stop, mid-play like that, I think it's like at least a carding, even if not, like, they don't rule for you.
Yep.
So, like, would still cause a stoppage because you'd be carded. I have to use the card system like that, but like a hey, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're like fucking up the play. What are you doing? And like they kind of like call for a pause. Either
Mm.
way, I don't know. Maybe it's not going to immediately rush to an injured player doesn't do that, but like I feel like it normally does when I've seen it happen.
Like the card, or just
No,
stop it.
I mean it's stopped because like I've seen in like that's the whole point of faking injuries in sports, is because if you fake an injury, it immediately stops.
Mm.
And so we start like you've seen enough footy to know like that's like a thing you do is
Oh
faking an
no,
injury because it immediately
like
stops play.
yeah, and it's not even just a rule. It's not even just a rule of common decency. It's a point. If someone is seriously injured, whether it's big or
Yeah,
not,
you're
whether
supposed to
they're
stop.
yeah, you're
And that
supposed to
player is
stop. You're
usually
supposed to take the person
yeah.
to the medical quarters,
Um,
and then the game continues after everything is
and
dealt with.
like that's why you can't get away with constantly like faking being injured because if you get you're faking injured enough too much, they'll be you must be actually injured. You gotta sit out.
Yeah.
Um, or if you're too blatant about it, they go, well, obviously, if you can keep getting up after getting fucking fucking tag, what is it called? Oh, I can't remember the name for the slide tackle thing.
Mm.
Um, you know what it is. When you purposely try and take someone out in the shin kick.
Yeah.
But yeah, like dude, there's a it's not just called slide tackle. But anyway, like if someone does that on purpose to you, like wow, that's really interesting. That keeps happening to you. So either the other team player's cheating or you're a liar. But considering Ciel immediately like gets up fine, I feel like this is, and like we know already that like he doesn't actually need to win to get to the vice principal.
Yeah.
So like it has like energy of, well, the author needs the hero to win so he can have the big moment to prove he's better as good as his dad.
Yeah.
But like Ciel Phantom Hive is kind of one of the most worthless protagonists I've ever seen.
I
He
mean,
basically does nothing that isn't ordering other more like actually competent people to do shit.
yeah.
And the sad thing is this season he's actually doing the most because he has only a singular guy to go and do shit for him.
Mhm.
And that singular guy has to like do a cover job.
Yeah.
Um High points, I got to make a reference to the seaweed scene from the fucking Hamlet OVA. Yes, I hate that episode so much. I want to fucking think of the OVA.
Yeah.
Like, the cricket should never have gotten 2 fucking episodes.
No, it
I
shouldn't.
don't care.
In particular, I feel like the victory kind of spits on the fact that, like, the last thing that Ciel says to the head prefect of Blue House, which is, just give it your best shot.
And then, like, it didn't fucking matter anyway. He would have gotten hit in the skull anyway, faked an injury, inexplicably had the match not stop and won.
So, overall, just very disappointing episode, and I'm glad that
there was a quote about this. I'm trying to remember from, but it's like, a good sports story knows just going the distance can mean more than the underdog somehow winning.
Yeah. To go on a fun tangent, if I
Rocky, what was the baseball one where I know Princess Nine does it, where like they have some losses, but like it's like, oh, but they went the distance despite being a ragtag group, so like it means a lot. Like some did Bad News Bears do that, or Mighty Ducks?
I think it was Mighty Ducks. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Ironically, the thing that came to mind for me was just when you mentioned that trope, it's actually Rocky, because So Rocky, he does his best, and keep in mind, Apollo Creed throughout the first movie doesn't even take him seriously.
Yeah.
And he still loses. Rocky still loses in the end, but he went the distance. But the cool thing is that in the second movie, when Rocky actually is victorious against Apollo Creed, it's because Apollo Creed was trying his best. So there can be no hearsay about taking it easy. This was a legitimate match where two people fought the hardest, and the underdog won. And that's
Rocky 1, 2, and 4, only the original cut. Truly great boxing movies.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened in Rocky? No, Rocky was Clubber Lang, right? Clubber Lang was 3. Okay, 3's okay.
Yeah, no, there's it's
I just keep forgetting about Clubber. I keep forgetting there's a Mr. T one.
Yeah, it's Apollo in 1 and 2, Clubber Lang in 3, Ivan Drago in 4, and stupid
Like Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn. It's just what the hell?
I think like Ivan Drago's just better Clubber Lang, so I keep forgetting Clubber Lang fucking exists.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's something that came to mind when I was watching. I was watching, like, what was it? It was like James Rolfe's like top favorite movies, and he was talking about Rocky. And then he mentioned Rocky 5, and I'm like, he mentioned that this movie, it doesn't have like a lesson here. Rocky gets fucked over. He loses all of his money. His life.
Mark actually does have a lesson. You buffoon.
What?
The lesson is Rocky Balboa could beat anyone in a parking lot.
But like he makes the point. Like there's just such a stupid, like, fighting is the answer. Like, Rocky's son starts going out of high school. He gets his ass kicked and he gets his jacket stolen. Then he kicks the other guy's ass. What lesson can we take away from this? The first 2 movies, you can go the distance against a champion. Number 3, you gotta be able to face your fears, even when something seems impossible. Number 4, you're fighting up a juiced up, steroid-headed person. Bust your ass. Also, train in a wintry mountain setting. It makes a nice.
He's got to grow and then shave a beard to win. If he had done that, he could have been tough. But no. This is my takeaway from Rocky 5. Rocky might lose to some dudes in a boxing match, but he could totally take him in a real fight.
Like,
that was the lesson.
Like, just
actual sanctioned fight. Rocky couldn't take him. But if he's just surrounded by a crowd in the pavement and can keep knocking out of the pavement, he would totally win.
I will say it was entertaining to see that, like, this fight ended not in a boxing match, but just an outside brawl. What I will say is, I don't think Rocky Balboa is a particularly great movie. I don't think it's terrible. I think at the very least it has significantly more heart than Rocky 5. My favorite moment in the 6th movie, it's literally just this scene where Rocky's about to start training, but he's an old guy and he's still training with Apollo Creed's, like, previous trainer, and he's like, you need speed. You don't got it. You need agility. You need tactics. You can't do any of it. So let's just focus on hard-hitting power, hitting the opponent so hard that it knocks them out. And yeah, you know what? Rocky doesn't win in the end, But I do like the fact that they focus on something that he could genuinely do, despite the fact that, very old person fighting a young boxer in his prime. I mean, let's think about these things.
God, I'm rewatching the street fight and like those last few punches Rocky throws,
Yeah.
they clearly miss by a fucking mile. Holy shit. I'm rewatching it. Do you remember the fucking uppercut he throws right at the end?
Yeah.
Like
Like, yeah.
I forgot how absolutely Stallone misses that punch. He's like 5 fucking feet away from him.
But
Holy shit! He throws a fucking Rapukin like he's goddamn Geese Howards.
also, since we're already talking about like underdog fights, this might be an unpopular opinion. I think Karate Kid 2 is better than Karate Kid 1. Yeah, I said it.
Okay, you know what? No. This is you've opened a can of worms, Mark.
Yeah.
Anyone who thinks Karate Kid 2 is the inferior movie is wrong.
Like here's the thing that always infuriated me about Karate Kid. And you know what? We said there'd be tangents this time. So I'm going on a fucking tangent.
Is it that like it's kind of somewhat unrealistic that he got that good that quick?
Well, that too, but it's
It's
also
like
like I hate the fact that it feels like okay, so the first movie, Daniel learns martial arts. The second movie, it's clear he has some talent, but he's fighting against people that are clearly more skilled than
yeah.
him.
Okay, the way I took him winning 1 after 2 is that like the Cobra Kai dojo is actually like a shit dojo.
Yeah.
Like it's 100% a McDojo.
Yeah.
So like there's just like no good karate schools then, and like Daniel putting in the hours under a legit trainer. Meant he could hold his own. How do we have like no Rapukin gifts? But yeah, like look at that. Do you see that though? That fucking punch.
Yeah.
God. But 2, there's like actual stakes, and he's like actually like massively the underdog in a bunch of fights because
No, it's just outright a great movie. I like that. It's the thing that frustrates me about the
but like
third movie. Like the third. Let's just clarify something. Karate Kid 3 fucking sucks. Except
Mark,
for
how
except for
could you say that
except for
when it
Terry
has
Silver.
the greatest
Yeah.
character, the greatest villain?
Except for John Cleese and Terry Silver. Those two make it work.
John Cleese.
Sorry, not John Cleese. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot his name.
God, I love that part where like he's angry and British at Mr. Miyagi, and Mr. Miyagi looks like he's gonna clutch his throat
Right.
while honks.
Wait, I got Terry Silver right. Who is the other guy?
It's John Kreese, I
Yes,
believe.
John. My bad. John Kreese and Terry Silver make it entertaining to watch, but I hate the idea that like it feels so hollow. We have Daniel. Hey, a new tournament's coming up. Mr. Miyagi, can you train me? I will not train you for undisclosed reasons. Okay,
we all know why he couldn't train him. He had to prepare for his next student, Mark.
Yeah. Again, haven't even watched. Was it like the next Karate
Yeah.
Kid?
Okay. Like unironically, Next Karate Kid is a funner movie than 3, barring the fact that Terry Silver and Kreese are funnier antagonists.
Yeah.
But like Next Karate Kid gets fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like it's because it's like worse rated, which means like it's basically a retro of the first one, meaning like the bullies are all just way more fucking over the top.
Yeah. But yeah, just 2 is a great movie.
But yeah, 2 is also really good because we get more focus on Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, specifically like his past, his rival. Yeah.
And I think even if you discount everything you said beforehand, the whole having more Mr. Miyagi like lore.
Yeah.
It really reinforces the themes of it with him like going back to instead of running away and in the end saving his rival's life, even though he had no like ulterior reasons other than he wanted to show him there was a better choice than holding on to revenge.
Yeah, it's really it's a really nice moment. I also really like the fact that like we just like we see the old guy like come to Daniel and the young girl's rescue, and he's moving faster than Daniel is in a storm, and it's just kind of funny.
I guess there's stuff we didn't talk about in block. That fucking brunette bitch, the black haired bitch boy with the fucking grandma dress who hangs out with Ciel. I don't remember his name. I'm so angry. I can't remember his name even.
Mm.
I think it's bitch Bastion, bitch Kalis. That's it.
Yeah,
And that guy. He chases a principal.
Probably the funnier moments of this episode.
The funnier moments of the episode are that the fucking anime, like fucking Kaneki Man shit happening whenever anyone does, like, an incredibly mundane thing, which only happens twice, sadly.
Yeah.
And Ciel's signaling being fucking Naruto hand signs.
But yeah, just I'm glad the cricket's over.
Yeah. I've been hating this so much so far.
Like, again, up until this point, I've actually been enjoying it for the most part. I mean, like, there were certainly, like, very slow arcs, but the humor definitely worked for me.
Yeah, but the problem is the humor means that we don't actually get plot.
Yeah.
This is actually... Let's actually look at the season lengths. Because I think this is, at the very least, the third longest season.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 got 12. The first did get 24, but, like, 3 got 10, and the OVAs got 2, and the film was just a film, which you could argue, like, gives it 3 episodes.
Are you not counting the live-action movie?
No. Season 2 is lucky I'm counting it. We also got a bunch of, like, unconnected OVAs, but, like, they're mostly season 1, so they just count to season 1.
But yeah, here's hoping we can finally see the principal in the next episode. And I'm still saying it, man. I think he's a puppet.
I know what he is, and I at this point, I'm like, you know what, I could just reveal it now and just rage quit this shit, but no.
No.
We're doing it so we can see my fucking wife again. I need her to return from the war.
Again, we just have 4 more episodes, so 4 more Sundays.
I feel like the fucking dad from goddamn Amityville Horror every time we come back to another episode of this.
Yeah. I
am going to just chop wood, scream, and hit my wife, which is bad because Grell will destroy me. I will die.
Alright.
You think she'll take that shit?
Alright, any last words?
I want to be back at the Ren Fair. I had joy yesterday at the Ren Fair.
Yeah, we went to a Ren Fair yesterday. First time in my life. It was awesome. I have a tankard that's just sitting on my desk now. I still haven't used it because I need to wash it just to make sure it's clean. Yes. Alright, thank you for listening, and, well...
No thank you for listening.
We are Beware of Trombies. Thank you.
Angie.
And good night.